All right, I am here with the rising stars, Disney's upcoming rising star. His name is JAGMAC. Thank you.
Hey, what's up? JAGMAC here. Super honored to be here.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy week of recording.
Thank you for taking time.
Very much appreciate it. So I know you guys started out singing kind of in a, not a creative way, but it came out of a song to your father that
Yes.
you wrote?
That's
Right. For sure. Yeah, so we always grew up just loving music. I'm from the Backstreet Boys. I want to be the Backstreet Boys too, the Spice Girls and NSYNC. And it was my dad's surprise birthday party. And we were very, very young at the time. And we just thought it'd be a cool idea to surprise him with a song. So I wrote a song and I taught it to my siblings in like a little dance routine. And we performed it for him. And after the party, he was like, guys, that was actually pretty good. And we were like, oh, gee, thanks, Dad. And he was like, how about we keep doing this and try to keep pursuing music? And we were like, okay. And it just kind of grew on us, and we just constantly loved performing together. And here we are today, just doing music.
How long ago before that, though, did you discover your voices, like that you could actually sing and that you actually had the talent to do it?
Didn't.
You didn't?
Oh, yeah.
You're like, we're still waiting for that.
It's not like we just woke up one day and we're just like, oh, I can sing.
Yeah.
But I think just music has always been a part of like our lives from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Growing up in a Filipino household, like there's just always
Music
karaoke or music on, TV on. We grew up watching Disney movies and whatever.
That's
So yeah, I think we're singing ever since we could speak, really. So I don't know, we just kind
We
of.
would also sing in church. So
Oh, that's right.
at a very young age,
Singing
that was
in
kind of
church.
something that helped us get out there and find our voice.
So God put the talent in you, and then He honed it.
Yes, it all started in God's house.
That's
Yes.
it. That's good. Good place to start it, right?
Exactly.
Now,
All for him.
what were your steps after that? Once you guys decided as a group, hey, we're going to pursue this full time, and what were some of the challenges that you guys faced early on in your career?
You know what?
Schooling.
Definitely having a normal life. It's hard being in this business because not a lot of people understand. Only those who are really in it. Or it's just hard to find people that understand. But we had to sacrifice, like going to prom, like
Because
going
we were
off to
homeschooled.
college,
We were
because we were homeschooled, right? And like going to like those football games and having that boyfriend or whatever. Like I'm just saying, I'm just gonna be
No,
honest.
hey,
But it's just
it's all part of growing up.
But it's just, like doing this, it's so worth it.
It was definitely worth it. It was definitely
Yeah.
I would say, like schooling was sacrificed a little bit, not being able, like she said, not being able to do certain things.
And a job.
Or,
like
having a normal job, or even relationships. I know a lot of us have struggled with long distance or whatever, not being able to communicate and
Right.
having them understand your type of lifestyle. So
Yeah.
those are, many sacrifices that we all had to make, but, we're in it too deep now.
Yeah.
There's no going
You're
back.
too late.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I think people misunderstand is that they see your success. They don't see the struggle of what it took to get there.
Yes.
So they're like, oh wow, JAGMAC, they're really blowing up. And like, where did they come from? It must be an overnight sensation and that kind of thing. Like, there were struggles before the good stuff, and that's important.
And they're just like, oh, who does this group think they are, like doing all these things? It's like, you don't know how hard we work to get there. But there's also a balance, and people also don't see the other side. Like, next day we'll be home, we'll just be like what?
we'll be doing, one day we'll be like at the Disney Awards, right?
Right.
And then
the next day we'll be home,
And you're at
like
Target,
gardening,
yeah.
like pulling weeds,
Yeah.
Doing yard work and mopping
doing
the
yard
floors
work
and
for 6
everything.
hours.
But it's a balance. It's a balance.
Absolutely.
You have to, because if you're like up there, like you can't lose, who you are and like how you were raised and
But
everything.
I feel like especially a lot of our family and friends back home, they definitely
They've
stuck
seen
with
that.
us, and they've seen the growth, and they've seen how far we've come, and they just always remind us how proud they are.
And since you guys are still based at home
Yeah.
and you do travel around the world, does that help keep you guys grounded because you know that you're going back and like
Oh yeah. I think so. Oh yeah. Home will always be home.
Yeah.
Like New York and LA is where a lot of where we work a ton of the time. And eventually one day I feel like we're gonna have to make the move over to the West Coast, but home will always be like
But I feel like
safe.
home is where your family is.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So they can just come with us.
Yeah.
We'll have a home everywhere.
That's right. It's like, we're the 7 breadwinners. You're coming with us. We're not waiting for you.
We love Maryland. It's just hard because being in like the entertainment business, like everything's in LA or like other
Here.
places.
New York.
But we love our home.
Yeah.
More.
Now, one of the things that you guys are very passionate about and are very open about is your religion, which is something that not all pop acts of today or even yesterday or whatever that make that a main focus and share that with your fans and with the world. What has that meant to you in order to put that forward and try to?
Honestly,
Well, I think
you could say.
that's why we started in the first place. When we were put together as a group, a lot of like our songs were very, very, very at the time like positive, and I want to say
Not
positive
spiritual.
Christians.
We were doing like
It was more
gospel.
like gospel kind
Yeah.
of like preachy stuff, and that was our focus, was just to bring like positive like music back to society, and that's how it's always like been. Our faith has always been what's like kept us together. So like as we've like progressed, we've been not so preachy, but like still positive.
Right.
It's not
So,
like
like,
Christian
it's not-
music per se right now, but it definitely we try to put like some positive and even some Christian themes and undertones in our music, so that people don't just try to go ahead and label us just a Christian group, but as a pop group that wants to hopefully spread
Yeah.
spread
And it's
positivity.
just like who we are as people, not even necessarily our music has to be like Christian, but us as Christians is
I think
like
once-
show.
Once you get to know us
and get to know us, you'll know who we
Yeah.
are and what we're about.
They'll know.
That's amazing.
It was so cute though. Like literally, we just got done the other day, like from the studio, and our fans, our JAGMAC fans, they were waiting outside,
Oh,
and
so
we were walking back to our car, and there was just like a little church. We're like, just come with us, and it was just so cute because it's like a family that prays together, sticks
Stays
together.
together, yeah.
That was like
That
the
was
memory
very
that I'll
powerful.
always
It was.
have, and we all were just praying together, and it was just
That was
amazing.
good.
That's a beautiful
But it's
thing.
crazy how you can just like by a song, how much lives you can change, and that's like why we're still doing this, because
Absolutely.
it's just we know our whys and we know our mission as a family and as a group, and so like being able to do that and to inspire others and do what you love, like it's just something like
Well, music's very healing,
it's
and
That's what I go
it speaks to you no matter whether it's a religious
No,
nature, a
absolutely.
personal nature, a
Yeah.
heartbreak, whatever a certain song is, it really speaks to you, and it's a personal connection that you guys are making. So while it's great that things are starting to blow up for you guys, there's still that personal connection that I feel you guys are very important to you guys to make with your fans, and I feel like that's something that's not going to change no matter how big you guys get.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
absolutely. Everyone is just as important in the room as
Yeah.
you know, doesn't matter.
That's an amazing attitude to have, and I don't know how true that is for everyone who's coming up in the business, and I think that's going to really says a lot about you and the success that you're going to have just by being decent people off the bat.
We're not perfect, and we still fight all the time.
All right, well now to that part,
we're
what is
striving.
wrong with you guys? No, I'm teasing.
I feel like
Get to the nitty-gritty.
That's right.
But I feel like we're all trying to rise together, like we're not trying to beat anyone down. Like,
Yeah.
'cause this business, I feel like it's always like, not like trying to beat someone down, but it's just like you all have to grow together, and like
You don't
that's what
want
we're
somebody
trying to do.
be better than you. And no, like sometimes that's what people think. Like they don't
Oh,
want
yeah,
their
yeah,
friends
yeah.
to be better than them.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. But like with our JAGMAC fam, we like to. Do you want to explain about the JAGMAC fam? No, you say it.
I don't.
You
Oh,
You can't read your mind.
Oh, okay. We don't. You know what
I don't know what you mean.
I'm talking
Go
about.
ahead, say it.
We just we don't like to. Oh.
We like to refer as our followers as like the JAGMAC fam. Like they're part of like a family. 'Cause we always like to see them past like fans. They're
It's
more
like
than
they're not just
fans.
a fan. They're like a human
people
being.
who are on this
you know?
like ride like with you, like supporting you. So
Right.
she's just saying like that's what we call like our JAGMAC fam.
And I know there's another group who you guys are friends with that are very much like that in real life.
Oh
Yeah.
They're very cool.
Those those guys are also in that same vein.
Yeah.
So you guys are 7 siblings.
Six.
Of 6.
You can join the family.
That was the secret that I had to tell you. 6, sorry.
Mom is in trouble. No,
So yeah, 6 siblings. And what are some of the challenges of working together when like you guys don't agree on something? If there's a song choice you don't like, or a way someone's singing something, or what are some of the challenges that you guys face with each
So
other?
if there ever is like an argument or like a dispute between any of us, it kind of sucks because there's 6 of us, so we like take a vote.
You have to
It
do-
happened the other day. So there's
Literally yesterday.
3 of us like the song, 3 of us don't like the song. So
Who's
you
the
know,
tiebreaker? The 7th child
Mom.
that hasn't been named yet.
I think the tiebreaker was the producer. He's like, you know what? I think we should
Yeah.
just do it.
Yeah.
And see where it goes. But usually it's
usually
sometimes
doesn't.
about a song or a part in the song that we want, and you know,
Fight
we
till
always
the end.
competing over
Because we all like are martial arts too. Like our dad owns a martial
Not
arts.
like we're gonna fight each other.
No.
Who has the black belt? So whoever that is wins the song. Oh, well then just kind of leveled the playing field, didn't
No,
you?
exactly. I thought you were talking about Secret Santa.
What?
Because we're still in debate of that. We're trying to
Oh, I know
do
what
a
you're
Secret Santa. Pick one out of the hat, and that's your person you're gonna
Well,
get.
yeah,
gifts
because
for.
you spend so
But
much
they
money
all
together.
want to get their own individual.
So she's talking about arguments. Like 3 of us want to do it, 3 of us don't. I want to do the Secret Santa.
We
Just
all
like
wanna-
one Kris Kringle, because there's a lot of them,
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to spend that much money. But that's
Still
what she
under
wanted.
investigation.
Yeah, we just
Still trying to-
we argue. I wouldn't say fight. Argue over little things. Like
In
that.
our second interview, we will revisit this and see
Yes.
Yes,
which of the clan members won out on which gifts got
Yeah.
bought and who really messed up in that gift giving. So there are challenges, obviously, like we just mentioned, but there's also a camaraderie that you all know that you guys are looking out for each other. And no matter what anyone says, there's no, that's what your main focus is putting out really inspirational and positive music and working in harmony together. So
I think, yeah.
how do you guys manage that? Even on days when you're like, oh, I'm so tired, I can't believe I have to do this, that kind of thing.
I think that's the best part about being in a music group with your siblings is the fact that like if someone's not feeling well, if they're feeling down, at least one of us will come up to you.
There's so many people that
and
pull the
inspire you.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I'm not gonna lie, it's Angelique. Angelique's like the inspiring one. She likes to bring people up.
I'd say Gabriel.
And Gabriel. We all do it, but Angelique.
Thank you. I don't think
She was feeling down today, so I was trying to inspire her.
Oh.
No, not Angelique.
I
But,
didn't even
like-
tell anyone.
She's like our therapist. We come down.
Yeah.
What our parents meant to her.
Our
See,
mom and
if
dad.
the singing doesn't work out, you can hang a
I
shingle
know.
for your whole family.
You
and
know
then-
what? I might just do that.
We're good.
See, now there's only 5. I've now broken up the group.
Oh,
Great meeting you all.
alright.
Let's see who else I can get to leave the group.
But our parents are super supportive. So
Yeah.
whenever like there's something wrong and all of us are feeling down, like the 6 of us, our parents are always there to
Coming
like
in,
yeah,
touch
help,
fires.
like bring us up, and
Just because
they've been like the biggest, like kind of like
That's
role models, like,
supporters.
supporters.
I know,
Yeah.
they want-
It's funny though, because like when one's upset, we all are upset. You know, it's just
Right.
crazy how that works.
Like we all feel each other's
We all
pain.
feel each other, vibe.
Now, one of the things that you guys do, which is extremely important, is you're using your voice for advocacy and raising awareness for anti-bullying. And for people your age, it's a very important thing to advocate for. What brought about that desire to choose that thing to focus in on?
Yeah, so we had this song that we had written not too long ago with a really big writer out in LA. Her name is Pam Shane and Mike Compass. And that's what it was about. It was about like, you know, just
Finding the things that you like about yourself or that you love about yourself.
because it's so easy to pick out your flaws. Like everybody does it. We all do it. But it's harder to find the one thing that you actually admire about yourself and you know should be proud of and to share it. So our our label, I guess, came up to us with the idea since it was like around September or August, and they're like, you know, October is anti-bullying month. Like we had this song, like why not re-release it and promote it and like, you know, put it out there again? And we're like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. And so, you know, we re-released the song and you know had our JAGMAC fam like do these like little challenges where they picked out like 3 things that they loved about themselves.
Uh-huh.
And even we had to do it, and honestly, it was
Yeah.
quite hard. Like, you really have to sit down there and be like, oh my god, like, what do I like about myself? Because you have to, you know, practice what you preach as well. So
Now,
that was really cool.
that's the positive side to everything. Do you feel in that vein of being a voice and being an advocate for something, do you feel the heaviness of what people are going through when they reach out to you? And how do you manage your own moods based on that? Because you can't get completely bogged down and have it weigh down your entire life where you're at the point that they're at because of it, but you're also putting yourself out there to do the advocating.
Well, I think it was a great platform for everyone to kind of like share their stories and, you know, and then we made these group chats on Instagram where all these people join and were sharing their own stories, and they kind of were like, oh, I went through the same thing, and we're kind of like bouncing off of each other and helping each other out.
Because they don't even talk about it.
Yeah,
They suppress their feelings.
Yeah.
Like they bottle it in. We're just like, no. Because if you continue to bottle it in, it's just gonna keep getting bigger, and it's gonna explode. So we're just like, just tell us about your problems. Like, we're here for you. And the JAGMAC fam was there, and it was just so cute seeing, not cute, but like so moving and inspiring to see one another, like helping each other through everything that they were going through. Like I was crying. Because I felt that way too, I was just like we're like bullied on social media, and it's just like, and it sometimes plays in my head. I'm just like, oh, maybe we are those things. But then and this was like the time like we were releasing What's Right With Me, and then I just had to think about the song. I was just like, no, we need to see the things that are right with us. We're doing something good, like we have to stop tearing each other down.
I think it just gave everyone hope because they're not alone, and they were able to see each other and be like, okay, I'm in this with you,
And that's one of the things that you guys have to deal with now, putting yourself out there, is the social media age of trying to keep up on Instagram and connecting with the fans. And that brings its own set of challenges and pressures too, because you want to connect, and yet at the same time, you also have to dial back and have your own life. How do you guys separate that and delineate what you want to share versus, things you got to keep private?
That's a really good question.
I
think it's kind of I think it's kind of what she was alluding to about just having the balance. Of just being ourselves and sharing who we are, but maybe not all of it, because there is still like a family aspect to who we are as well, which is we're also very, very close. So even though we give a lot, we also just kind of keep the little things to ourselves.
Yeah.
But we also want to be as personal as we can to our fans, and just know that we want them to know that, hey, we're real people, and you can talk to us whenever you want to, whenever you have any issues or things you want to talk about. We're here for you to listen.
Because they think that we inspire them, but they inspire us. You know what I mean? Like hearing what they have to say to us, and like them like trying to say like, you guys got this, like just keep believing. Because there's times, like where we're just like do we still continue to do this? Like because we're all getting older, but like hearing that from them, like that just means so much. We're like, okay.
Very inspiring.
Very inspiring. Let's go back.
This industry is full of empty promises, and we've been in it for a while, and that's all we've heard. So we don't always take everything. We take everything with a grain of salt, basically. So
what do you each bring individually to the group? Do you each have a certain thing like, oh, I'm gonna go to for this, I'm gonna go to for that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I guess we could just go down.
Go down the line.
Well, I'm kind of like the jokester. Me and Jared like to make people laugh, but I also I'm like the chef in the family. I went to culinary school, so they come to me for food all the time.
And
every
this
day,
one,
24/7.
these two, they do all the cooking in the house. I can't cook.
No, you are. She's cooking now.
She's learned.
So he's out
Not
of
the
the
level
house.
we're
So
in.
these two are the chefs, and then us three are the
We
the
clean.
cleaning
We
staff.
clean.
Yeah, they do a good
Okay.
job. He does a great job washing the dishes.
Yes, he does. And it's hard because we all have our days to wash the dishes, but now CJ's out, so now
And I gotta
person
take out
needs
the
an
trash too.
Extra day.
So yeah, as we
Doesn't
were
even
growing
help.
up, we'd have certain days where certain kids had a chore. So CJ's day to wash dishes was Monday, mine Tuesday, and so forth. So there was 6 days, and then I think like our mom washed dishes on Sunday, whatever. But
Anyways, check,
I
go.
know. But basically now that he's gone, we only have we have 2 extra days. Where
So you
people
go
have
out to eat one of the days?
Yes, you can make little things
You
like
can
that.
make
It's little things. But I
Wow,
don't know,
yeah,
Jared,
so-
Jared, what up?
Oof. I like to think I'm funny too. Like I just like
You
weird
bring the
stuff.
vlogs.
He's
She's
like,
the
oh,
one who
Yeah,
does
yeah,
the
that's
vlogs.
true. I do a lot of like the video editing
Mhm.
and stuff for the group.
Follow our YouTube channel.
Sometimes it's really funny.
If you want
Sometimes
a
it's
vlog,
just
a
random.
hilarious vlog,
But yeah, I like to make videos.
What about you?
and you're the
What about you?
the chair on top. All the girls. What am I? I'm still trying to figure that out.
She loves like she has a great eye for style, and she's like always putting our outfits together for photo shoots and videos, and she's an artist. She's an artist. She paints and she.
Wait, let her say it.
I don't know. She's like my manager.
It's better to get
Her
someone else.
manager.
I don't know.
Alright, what about you?
No, but she cooks. She provides for the. And she's everything.
What about you?
I'd like to be a mom.
She's into my mom.
I would say I contribute in the writing aspect of it all. I mean, I'm so passionate about music. It's my entire life, and you know, I just like to put my 2 cents in when it comes to what we're writing about, and you know, the visuals
And
too,
you're
and the
honest.
videos. Yeah.
That's
I'm
not a
very
bad
honest.
thing. That's
That's
not bad.
good. No, it's great.
And then for me, I love to dance, so a lot of the choreography that we do like during our shows, I mean, we still work with choreographers out in LA, but when we can't get to LA, I try to do everything kind of based at home, and I'll try to do what I can to choreograph some cool routines. That's me.
You had the longest time to think
I
about
know.
that.
You're like, yeah.
You shouldn't be saying, You should come right out with the
No,
answer.
no,
Oh,
no,
he plays instruments.
He picks up any instrument like that. Like he's such a fast learner.
He played guitar for.
But
I'll play the guitar.
Mhm.
Like if we need like an acoustic set or something. I kind of just picked up the guitar one day. And I've been playing like ever since.
Tell
And
him why.
drums.
But you don't want to mess with Gabriel.
Oh, he's like.
He's like that. He really-
He's like. Go ahead. Are you saying something?
What are you? What you're like the dog of the house.
Oh,
You mess with.
Very-
He's
that
like
was, there was a compliment in there, I feel like.
sometimes.
He's
They're
like,
just very
I like
protective.
the protective one.
Yeah.
Of the group.
That's a good thing. Who needs to be reeled in the most when you guys are working on songs? Who just cannot concentrate and just needs to be? It's you.
I'm not really that good at writing and lyrics. I mean, I'm good at doing melodies and stuff. Sometimes I'll put in a couple words there, but I'm not that good at writing. Like it.
You're a DJ. You produce. You know.
This is
You
true.
produce
I have
music.
spoken.
You've been corrected.
Well, a lot of the times where we are in the studio, it's kind of small, so it's hard to get everyone's attention. So they're just kind of like,
Yeah.
I'll just do my thing until they need me.
There's something.
Which is pretty good, because when we're all like talking all at the same time, it's hard for the other writers who we have come in. You know, it's hard for them to think sometimes. So
Who is the one that each person goes to, that they're closest to, and they know that, well, I know you all always have each other's back, but do you each have another family member that is your go-to person, and you feel, yeah.
Bending too? Bending.
I feel like it's our cousins
yeah.
and our aunts and uncles. Like honestly, like we're just Filipinos in general. They're just so close. Like you could see someone walking down the street, and if you ask you're Filipino, you automatically just click.
Yeah.
You know, but
I don't
I
know
feel
why,
like
it's
it's
weird, but-
our cousins. We love our cousins, our parents,
especially our mom.
grandparents, aunts, uncles.
But I feel between us 6, I feel like we would go to either like her or her. Her or her.
I'm like, wait. There's the 7th sibling. It was the girl.
Sorry. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Sorry.
It's actually Jessica.
Jerica.
She's in there. She'll be introduced later.
Yeah.
Jeez.
In the E True Hollywood story of JAGMAC, Jessica will come in
I feel like
later.
I go to Jared because Jared's my neighbor, so I just go straight to the next door.
Right.
Jared.
The West Wing.
Now,
What? That's the other way around.
It's-
Why the loudest? He's got the loudest
It's
speaker.
hard. We have to wear earplugs because it just makes doom doom with
Yeah.
speakers at like 2 in the morning.
He's producing all night, which is good.
And we're like, what
Unless
can
you
we
wanted to
2
sleep.
p.m. that'd be better.
yeah.
What can we
Because
do?
I'm trying to sleep.
Turn it
And
down
it's
just
just
a little bit.
Because you guys face it
He's
like that.
scratching.
He's good.
Yeah.
though.
Gabriel's jamming on the guitar. Alyssa's on the piano. Like I'm just trying to watch Naruto.
Yeah.
Like,
Sounds like we found out the reason CJ is no longer.
Yeah.
He wants to sleep.
Thank
He's
God.
married.
Live at
Yeah,
home.
he's
So
married.
he
so
confides in his wife.
Oh, well, yeah. It's
in a
good.
club.
Peace and quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Now, there's a 10-year age range, right, in the group. Do you feel like the leader because of the age range or because of that gap, or do you feel that everyone's an equal and that no one really needs to be the quote-unquote leader per se?
Sure. Well, I think in the beginning, I kind of felt like I was the leader just because it was like I brought them all in to do this song for my dad. So in a way, sorry guys, you're stuck with this for life. But no, and Jared was super young, so I kind of felt like I had a role as a big brother to kind of lead and guide the project. But as everyone got older, I mean, we all kind of worked together equally. So even though I'm the oldest and I like to think I was the original leader, we all kind of lead.
You guys would be nothing without him, just remember that.
Yeah. Don't forget your elders.
That's right.
Yeah, sounds so old right now.
Wow.
You guys are also very unique because there are very few pop groups that have so many siblings. And this is going to date myself, but the last group, other than obviously the Osmonds, which were way before all of our times, were the Jets.
Oh!
Jets.
Yeah.
They were probably one of my favorite groups growing up. Did you listen to their music and were
Of
they?
course.
Yeah,
I think we listen more to Jackson 5.
Jackson 5.
But
Yeah.
Some Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
we've been
Jets had like
compared
a
to
they had like a mix as well. They were
Polynesian, right?
Polynesian.
They were yes.
Oh, they were?
Yes, they were.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So that's like in our like kind of blood,
Love
Polynesian,
Yes.
Filipino.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've been compared to them, Black Eyed Peas.
Bomb trap.
Yeah.
Sound of Music.
Sound of Music.
That family.
Who else? Yeah. Were the Menudo brothers? Were
But
they?
Bruno
I
Mars
don't
is like
think they
a.
were.
I don't know.
I think the
But they don't.
Is that
Oh,
the-
I mean, no.
I mean,
It's Filipino.
even the Jonas Brothers kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
more
Yeah.
were like an inspiration for us since that was more like
Our
our
generation.
generation. But I mean,
Thank you for making. I thought I was old, and the Jets were like.
No,
I know.
we love all the family things. We love-
No, that's true.
Now, we're coming upon Thanksgiving. What is one thing, I'm sure there are many, but what is the first thing that comes to your mind that you're thankful for this year, and what are you looking forward to in 2020?
Lamar Jackson.
That's a great question.
Go ahead, you start. You said it.
Put him like,
I was kidding, but Lamar Jackson.
I was kidding.
But-
He's a
Say it.
I was
Lamar,
kidding.
I'm gonna explain. Lamar Jackson is the quarterback for our football team. He's
Uh-huh.
been a blessing this year, so I'm very thankful for Lamar Jackson. And like also everything else. Like, okay, you wanna go?
going down the line, I think this is something that's always been the same for me every year since I've been married is my wife. And she's been very supportive through this all, even though sometimes she can't come. When we do travel, she's back at home and always praying for me, always hoping that we succeed and do well. So I'm just super thankful to have her support.
Oh. Well, that's really hard. I mean, we had a little setback this year because we thought we were going on tour, and you know, I feel like certain things happen, and obviously everything happens for a reason. But
Right.
I feel
true.
like God, you know, puts or says no to certain things because He has another door waiting for you.
Absolutely.
You know, so you don't see it in the moment, you know, and you're always frustrated. And you're like, but why, God? Like, and so it's hard to just step back and to see that sometimes. So I'm thankful for the no's that He's given us because it's allowed us to do other things and grow, you know, in other ways. So, that's you have to like think about it.
You
but-
stole mine. I'm just kidding. No, honestly, oh, there's just so much
She's
to
thankful
be
for the new
thankful.
Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Oh, can we just talk about that? You tried it?
Did you get it? No.
Yes.
People are getting shot over there.
That's
I
true.
don't need a
That's
chicken
true.
Well,
sandwich.
remember, we're martial artists. I'm just kidding. No, honestly, God bless Popeyes. Ooh. You know what?
Show me Taco Bell.
Body built on Taco Bell.
Endorsements. I get Taco Bell. I
Yeah,
get
come on,
Popeyes.
come on.
Can we just throw Panda Express in there too?
Honestly, I think it's. You know what? Skip me.
No, come on.
Okay, fine. You know
We'll
what?
go back to
I'm
you.
just
We'll go
gonna do
back
like
to
a general answer. I'm so thankful for my family. Family is everything. Like even if you're not related to me, like thank you for sticking by my side. Our JAGMAC family for motivating us. You know, because like the tour, you know, that really took a toll on us. But they're like, you know what? And they're the ones that are telling us, you know what? Who cares? Like that's not gonna change our love for you. And like something better is coming.
Sure.
But you know what? I'm thankful for my family.
That's cute.
Thanks, guys.
So, there's so many things to be thankful for, but
Premiere.
I was gonna say Spotify. Spotify has been a big help because like it's crazy. Like I never used to listen to like new music, but just like their algorithm or whatever, like just sends me new music like weekly. So it's like really helped me like grow, not only as like a musician, but like as a person as well. I think. I don't know. Spotify. Thanks.
It's me, I'm the last one. I think Jerry should have been last. I am thankful to be back in the studio because there was a setback these past couple months where we were just doing nothing. Not nothing, but we could have been doing other stuff. So I'm happy to be creating new music. We all love creating. This is my favorite part about being in music. Is doing being creative and you're in your zone, writing, creating new things. So I'm thankful for
This
that.
is what the world
And
needs, is a
life.
positive group of people who are fulfilling their dreams and who are thankful and grateful, know how lucky they are, and I feel like you guys really encapsulate that.
Aw.
Going into 2020, how's your music gonna not evolve, but what are the changes that you're gonna make for the new, that you can tease without giving too much away, obviously?
I would say edgier, but not in regards to like our lyrics. Because
Not
we're
like
still always
content.
gonna be like positive, but like our sound is getting
It's starting to
more
become
mature. Because we were, I don't know, when we
I would say no. I would say it's starting to sound more. It's starting to sound more international.
Yeah.
So it's not just universal, whatever. It's not just like
One specific
sugar
thing.
pop
Yeah.
genre. Like I think it's starting to encompass.
I feel like we know that we're very, I'm just gonna say it, we're very unique, but our sound, we have such a different, like we look Asian, like what are we?
Right.
You know, and like we really just want to tap into like every kind, but make it in a way that's still cohesive.
And a JAGMAC.
Yeah, and a JAGMAC sound, because like it's so easy to put out like a pop record. But you know, like one is like the next, like what is this kind of song gonna come out? You know, and that's what we're trying to reach.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be revealing like our
We really
our
are.
history, our
Right.
Yeah.
our
Oh, yeah.
story.
Oh, that's true.
And it's not even improving, it's evolving.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's a big
exactly.
difference
not
between.
So
Yeah,
we're going
baby.
forward, but we're kind of going backwards at the
Yeah.
same time. It's really cool. I can't wait for you
Really
guys to
going
hear
back
it.
to our
It's-
roots.
yeah, we're
Going back to
really
the roots, yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
And yeah, what is the thing you're most excited for as the ball drops on the 20th?
Probably performing the new records, because there's some fire ones that I really like them a lot. But like I can only listen in my headphones, and I can't like do it on stage yet.
Right, right.
And we
But
did
probably performing the new stuff.
tour, and we didn't do too many shows outside the U.S. But I think next year coming, I think we're gonna do more shows. Hopefully in Asia, parts of Asia,
England.
or,
UK,
maybe
gosh.
UK again. So we'll see. We'll see.
Like that's where like the Backstreet Boys were, remember?
Right.
Like
They
in
grew up in
they
Europe.
were in in Europe. Like that's where we're trying to go.
Yeah.
Like the US is amazing. I mean, we're trying to
Well,
reach all of it.
Yeah, you want to reach, you're so
Yeah.
positive that
Mhm.
it would be so beneficial for everyone
Yeah,
to get the
exactly.
music. What's it like performing live with the fans when you're here, you're in the studio? It's like the only reactions you're getting are the producer
Right.
and each other's, and there could come. You could think the producer's only saying, "Oh yeah, that was really good." Maybe he's got somewhere he wants to go, and he's saying it's good. Or maybe you don't feel that it was the best take you could have done.
Oh yeah.
What's the difference between you guys being encapsulated in the studio versus going to perform live and seeing the reaction of people, your fans?
I feel like we're perfectionists. Like we're always, we will do it like 20 times. Like again, please, again. But sometimes you just have to believe. Like if it's a good take, like yeah.
I think we definitely trusted the writers and the producers when they think it sounds good. I mean, they have a lot of history with working with top artists. So if they think it sounds good, and we all agree, then we're like, okay, all right, so, I think it sounds good. Let's
Yeah.
do it. And when we perform it, I feel like it has a good response from the fans, and sometimes they even sing the lyrics back to us, and that's when it's kind of like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
And you do have quite a connection with your fans, as everyone saw yesterday on Instagram. They waited for you. They had flowers for you,
So sweet.
and it's such a connection. Yeah, that's so sweet that people are willing to go. the
People have taken
miles.
some of us in Staten Island, so they take like the ferry.
Yeah.
Trendy.
Aren't you doing a tree lighting in Staten Island?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
are.
December
December
3rd? Yeah.
Come on.
Come watch our
To
show.
the new Empire Outlets. Yes, I
December
think
third.
They just opened it
They just
a
opened
few
it,
months
so
ago.
And it's December 3rd. You're gonna be there 5 to 9.
5 to 9. Yes.
I'll be there. I will be
Yay.
there. I can try. I have a car in Jersey. I'll drive out.
Oh, yeah.
No public transportation for the
Yeah.
weekend.
Oh, there you go.
Now, as you go back home for this holiday week, are you looking forward to a little bit of downtime and just being together as a family without the music being a central theme?
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, our cousin is. I'm just gonna say. Can I say it?
Yeah.
She's pregnant, and and she's
due
due
like
super
anytime.
soon,
Oh,
either
yeah.
today or tomorrow. So we're just trying to. Yeah. Yeah.
Breaking news, everyone.
Yeah, I know. If I missed the call, I'm sorry.
She was originally due for like early
December.
December
Yeah.
like 10,
Yeah.
13. So this is
Yeah.
news for
This
us.
is
We
good.
have members of our
Yeah.
family.
So my birthday's tomorrow. It would be
Yay,
amazing.
happy early birthday.
No, it would be so cool if she gave birth on tomorrow.
What if she's holding? She's holding it. She's like, I want it to be.
She's forced to make her run around the block a couple times.
No, but it's gonna be nice to be home. Like Thanksgiving, like kind of recharge. Like
Yeah.
our family's crazy.
I gotta give you guys props. I love the NSYNC photo from Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
I think
Jared.
that was so cool.
Lots of fun.
Jared edited that.
Jared edited that.
Did you get
Yeah.
I put
No,
that in
no.
something, but
No,
they
we-
put the guys put the string. But I
That's
just
the
put
photo
the
shoot you
string
did.
logo.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was
Thank
clever.
you.
Thank you. I love that.
Yeah, those.
Them
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys.
We took
Yeah.
that in LA.
Yeah.
They were awesome.
I loved it. I love that you have fun with your fans and you put out content for your fans.
Uh-huh.
And like we mentioned and talked about earlier, it has become almost a second job in relation with releasing the music. And finally, thank you guys so much for your time. What is one thing going forward, or one thing that you can say to the fans that about how much they mean to you, about how much your spiritual journey has led you to where you are, whatever your final thought is, please go around and tell me.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Poor man, he's like, I have to always go
No,
first.
I love our supporters like so much.
Yeah.
We get like a ton of messages. Sometimes they could be super long, but I'll read every word for word, because they're taking their time out of their day to like say something kind to you. Like the least I could do is just like reiterate that kindness back to them. So they mean like everything to all of us, but like, to me it means so much. Like seeing them like even wait outside, like I want to cry, like genuinely, because they mean like everything. We literally couldn't do it without them.
Yeah.
Gabriel, the softie in the group.
Yes, he is.
The last answer is getting your real personalities. I know how to work you guys.
Well, I think for me it's just I want to try to use the platform that we have as JAGMAC to just try to bring joy to the fans and to just anyone in life who needs like a little bit of joy. So obviously for those who've been following us, we want to thank you and we hope that we continue to bring joy to your guys' lives as you do the arts.
Yeah. Same thing as what they're saying, guys. Like, we cannot do this without you. Like, I mean, we can share music with our family, with our friends, but you guys like make it come to life. You guys come to the shows. You guys bring the energy. And like Gabriel said, like, even though like you send us things every day, like we try to do our best to take the time and really show you like our gratitude, because you don't have to do it. You don't have to say these things, but you do, and you do take the time, and we just truly appreciate it, and want you to know that you're the ones who truly inspire us. Even though you say we inspire you, you really do inspire us.
Randall, you're really, I see the look on your face. You're like, they are going to take every answer.
So far, my answer is I agree with all of that. That's fine.
His answer is yes.
I saw the smoke coming out of your head. Like, what am I going to say now? I gotta
I'm
think.
trying to think of something really clever over here.
I mean, like, there aren't any words to describe our love for them. It's just like I asked someone, I was like, so what do you have planned for the rest of the day? They're just like, oh, just to wait for you to come back out. I'm just like, what? Like, you could be doing anything,
Right.
you know, but they choose to just be with us. And I guess we never really experienced that. You know, it's like, why us? Like, why are you taking the time? Like, you know, I don't know. I just like, it's just weird, like hearing like what your parents have told you from a different person, you know, like in another body. Cause you know, like your parents will always support you and like your family, but like people that you don't even know.
Yeah.
Like we've saved lives, like we've saved people from self-harm.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's just like the fact that we can like
Yeah,
have the ability to inspire them, you know, it's just absolutely mind-blowing. And like we hope we continue to do that, because like this world truly needs it. You know, they can say they don't, but like they don't need help or whatever, but we honestly do. Like we need help. We all need help. But I just want to say I love you so much, and I truly mean that. We all do, and we hope we continue to bring you hope. You know, we just want to be like a sign of hope for this generation to come as well. But thank you again, and God bless you guys always, and you're always with us in our minds and prayers.
Jared's like, you got me off the hook. Go ahead, Jared. If you have something to say, you can
One
add.
thing to say. Definitely thank you. Like, so like again, they were waiting for us like downstairs, and like I was getting lunch with my mom, and I was just thinking to myself like, that's crazy. Just like people are waiting outside just to like hang out.
For not even that
Just
long.
like not even for that long. I mean, yeah, of course we're gonna hang out with them like for as long as we can.
Right.
Traveling 2 hours just to say hello.
And,
Yeah.
Like,
but like I'll never get used to like, I don't want to say the attention, and I hope I don't get used to it, because then I guess you just expect it after that. But just like thank you for always like wanting to like hang out and stuff. And like me, like I don't like to talk about like myself like when we meet other people. It's just like annoying, I think. But like I was just like, I like to genuinely get to know like how they
each
are.
person, each
And-
soul.
That's nice.
And like what their interests are. So like I was talking about them, like about Disney Plus yesterday. Like so one of them was rewatching again. I'm like, man,
See,
it's
that's
random.
like,
But,
yeah,
like,
it's
those
like
are the
these-
kind of things like you have to ask to to get where they're coming from, so you can make songs for them.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
we get to know them, and they get to know us, so we can give back to them
Yeah,
in a way.
Yeah, guys.
I actually
and
did
they don't
something.
go unnoticed. And everything that they do, like it just doesn't go unnoticed. Like they think we don't see these things.
Right.
You know, like we see everything that
We
they
have a
do.
whole like JAGMAC wall in
Wall.
our house of all like
That's awesome.
presents and
That they've given
things
to
that
us.
they've made
When we
us.
get to press music skills, we're just like,
That's really beautiful. That's beautiful.
I mentioned
I
stuff.
think you guys said it all.
That didn't seem rehearsed at all.
There's so much I could say. I mean, so thankful. One thing that I have learned with the fans is for me is trying to be a better person and inspiring people, and also to know that we all will make mistakes, and it's up to all of us to help bring each other together. And with the fans, everything. So.
And since Jessica couldn't be here, what do you think she would say?
I think she said the same thing.
Jessica.
Jessica's your seventh sibling, and I didn't introduce you to
I'll speak for Jessica.
her. You'll speak for Jessica. Your alternate personality.
Yeah.
Maybe in our next song for Jessica.
Yes.
Gabriel, CJ, Alyssa, Angelique, Jared, Mojo.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Yo, I was waiting for one. I was waiting
No, I wasn't slipping up. Nah. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Have a safe journey back home and a blessed Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
God bless you guys. Love you so much. Go Ravens.